There's a new name swirling around Toronto Blue Jays trade rumors, and that is Eugenio Suarez of the Seattle Mariners. He's the third baseman, and he could be the potential Matt Chapman replacement, as the Blue Jays obviously gave the qualifying offer to Matt, but it does seem like he's probably going to leave and go somewhere else, and it does seem like the Blue Jays are going to be more active in getting the better players, the higher tier players in the trade market, and Eugenio could be one of those guys. Now, this is not a guy who you bring in and that's the big piece you do offensively. He cannot be that guy. He's not good enough to be that guy. So if we're bringing in Eugenio and we're trading for him, then I would still expect the Blue Jays to go out and get a Cody Bellinger level kind of guy, something around there. They have to. They have to bring in a legit star level bat. And Suarez, he has a great bat. He does. He has a good bat career-wise. He has some great numbers. Last year had a bad year for his standards. This year and 2021 were his kind of down years. Other than that, though, through his entire career, all the way up back until really his rookie year, he's had some absolutely phenomenal years. This past year, though, wasn't even that bad. Had 162 games played, had 22 homers, 96 RBIs, which is just insane. 96 RBIs is no joke. He had 214 strikeouts, though, which that is the big thing with him, is he strikes out a lot. And that is an issue. That is obviously an issue. He strikes out well over one per game. Career-wise, the strikeouts are a lot. He has over a strikeout per game. Over his entire career, over 1,300 games, he has over 1,400 strikeouts. So there's a lot of strikeouts there. But 232 average last year, a 714 OPS, a 101 OPS plus. Yeah, those numbers are not great, but you take a look at the year before that, back in 2022, he was phenomenal. Had 196 strikeouts, but in 150 games played, had 31 homers, 87 RBIs, had a 236 average, a 791 OPS, and a 129 OPS plus. So this is a guy with, 20, 25, 30 plus home run kind of potential. We don't know exactly what we're going to get. I would expect at the minimum, if he's playing a full year, about 20 to 25 homers. That is kind of the minimum. But if he's on his game and hitting well, you could easily expect 30 plus homers out of Eugenio. He hit 49 back in 2019 with the Reds, so I don't know if we're going to quite see that much, but he did have back-to-back years in 2022 and 2021 of back-to-back season of 31 homers, which is not bad at all. He's had a 49 home run season, a 34, a 26, a 21. This year had a 22, so he's got a lot of pop in that bat. He can be a 20 to 30 home run kind of guy, something around there. I don't think we're going to quite see 40 plus like he did that one year, but we could definitely see 20 to probably low 30s, I would imagine, at the very most home run wise, while getting you 70 to 90 plus RBI. He could easily get, not easily, but potentially get 100 RBIs. He could be that kind of guy, sitting around that kind of 80, 90 mark, something around there is definitely a realistic outcome for him if he plays a full year at third base and doing what he does with that bat. So that's obviously a good sign. The fact that he can drive in a lot of runs, he is known for that. He's done that over his entire career. This year had 96. Year before that had 87, 79. The COVID year had 38, 103, 104, 82, 70. He consistently gets, 70 to 90 RBI, something around there. He's consistently getting. It does have 3 years of, 3 years of 95 plus RBIs as well. So he can hit a lot of RBIs. He can score a lot of runs. He doesn't really steal bags himself. Only had 2 last year in 2023. But still, this is a guy who doesn't walk a lot, strikes out a ton, but does have a good amount of pop and drives in a lot of runs. So that's a pretty solid ball player. I think this is a guy who can make a good impact on this team, especially for the next couple of years. He is under contract, has a team control club option in 2025. So for 2024, his deal will be $11 million. And then if you take it into 2025, you have a club option. So next offseason, we'll have a club option if we trade for him of $15 million, which if he hits like we kind of expect, that's probably a pretty decent contract. Not an amazing one, but that's definitely one that you might actually consider accepting. So that's not bad. You might have this guy on a 2-year deal, which, if you really think about things, isn't too bad. If you're trading for a rental, that obviously changes the value of things. So the Jays are going to have to look at whether or not they really would want to accept that or not, because it definitely would value in on how much I think the Jays should or want to be willing to really spend, because obviously you're not going to spend as much on a rental as you are on a guy with a couple years left of team control. And one thing that I do really like about Eugenio is the fact that he, knock on wood, not trying to drink things here, but is an extremely healthy player. This guy played 162 games played last year, 150, 145, 57 in the COVID year, so only missed 3 games there. 159, 143, 156, 159. This is a guy who if you don't count that COVID year, he would have 7 years in a row of 143 plus games played. That is absolutely phenomenal. So this is a guy who does stay healthy. He does not miss a lot of time, and he can pretty much play every single day at third base, which is exactly what he did last year at 159 games played at third base and only 3 at DH. So he's only going to play, third base, though. The last year he played shortstop because he used to be a kind of a shortstop and third baseman. The last time he played shortstop, though, was in 2021 when he only played 34 games there. So I think at this point he's probably only going to play third base, but maybe if you need him in a pinch to play a bit of backup shortstop for Bo or something because he's hurt or there's another guy Bo needs an off day and you have no one else that you really want to put in over Eugenio. Maybe Eugenio does get some time here and there at short. We'll have to wait and see. But either way, this would be a good move for the Blue Jays. And one kind of trade that I kind of thought would make a lot of sense for both teams is Addison Barger straight up for Eugenio Suarez. Obviously, if he's a rental, do you want to give up Addison Barger? You might just have to if you want to get a guy like Eugenio. So that's kind of the thing there. He has that club option. So we'll see if the Jays want to accept that later on if they end up making this trade. But either way, right now, I think the kind of a pretty fair deal about that would be Addison Barger straight up for Eugenio Suarez. Obviously, Barger's not cracked anything in the MLB yet, so we'll see what happens there if he gets to take that step forward. Eugenio, though, can be a good, probably about average defensively, something around there, defender at third base, but is going to have a very good bat and will definitely be a better hitter than Matt Chapman, but I would not say he's going to be anywhere near as good defensively as Matt Chapman because he did have kind of one really good year defensively last year. Eugenio did, so I'm not sure he's going to be able to get back to that, but if he does, then that would be phenomenal. But either way, he's going to be a good offensive guy, probably about league average defensively, so not too bad there. And definitely could be a legit trade piece for the Blue Jays if they want to go out there and add in a guy like that. A good veteran third baseman who, like I said, can play good both ways. Not too bad. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe for daily Toronto Blue Jays content. I post every single day. So if you're a Jays fan, this is the place to be. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, and comment down below your guys' thoughts on this trade. Would you do Addison Barger straight up for Eugenio Suarez, or do you want Eugenio at all? Let me know your guys' thoughts. Thanks for watching, and see ya.